Welcome back to Soul Food. This episode is brought to you by friends and family at Soul. I think I want to take this time to thank our guys at Soul. Thank you for always listening and also supporting Soul Food.
Yeah.
We hope that this conversation is going to help many people out of toxic mess. Just like how we needed a community as well to help us. And again, diving into another interesting episode this week. By the way, to all of our listeners and those who are watching, please remind me not to shake my legs. I like to shake my legs in the video. I don't know why.
Oh, yeah.
I get so comfortable, right? And then I just kept doing this.
Yeah, I told you about it, right?
Sorry, babe. Sorry. I feel very comfortable. Yeah.
You saw it in most of the video.
Yeah, some of the videos I've been like shaking my legs. So yeah.
We are going to talk about something really interesting.
Oh, babe, you want to just go straight to it? Okay.
Happening in our circle, right?
Happening in our circle? How do you deal with your ex when you are in the same circle, the same group of friends? You know, I think for me, the hard part, right, babe, is when you have to lose the friendship group. You know how, in my experience, I don't know if you feel the same way. You know how when maybe this was the couple that brought everyone together, you know, and it's because of them we gathered for Christmas, we gathered for parties and events. And then when they broke up, it's really hard.
Yeah.
It feels as if we have to take sides. Nobody talk about this. Like, nobody say that you have to choose side, but it feels as if you have to pick a side.
Yeah.
You know? And then I got to be the guy side, then you got to be the girl side. And then it feels like really awkward. And I remember back then, we didn't deal with it well. It led to like, when we have lunch and dinners, and then we might not invite either party.
Yeah.
Because we are worried. And then when we ask, and then when either party found out about it, like, actually, okay, you don't invite me, I'm fine. I completely understand. But, you know, they didn't really understand because it hurts, right?
Yeah.
It hurts.
I think personally, for me, it never happened to me. Like, I broke up with my ex, and then we are still in the same circle.
Right? Yeah.
Because if I remember, I never dated anyone from the same circle with me. It's always someone from outside. But I experienced being a friend of someone who is in the same circle, then they broke up. Right?
Yeah,
so
same here
the
as well.
feeling was like, I don't know, I never have experienced my parents' divorce. But I don't know if I can
experience.
Yeah, if I can like describe it, it's like I have to. It's just not comfortable because we have to choose side.
Yeah.
And then sometimes we get excited to talk about the other person and say something good happened. And then we talk about we talk with the ex.
Yeah,
like,
about a good experience you had.
Like,
sorry.
I don't know how this person is now. You know, like is it okay already or not if we mention their name?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the drama, right?
Suddenly I thought about Harry Potter. What is that phrase again for Voldemort? The name that cannot be mentioned or something?
The name that cannot be mentioned.
Yeah, it feels like a Voldemort moment. Like, no, you cannot mention his name or her name. But yeah, as you were talking about this, guys, this episode is not to promote for you to, since there's going to be so much drama dating someone from the same circle, let me make sure I always date someone outside the circle. No, guys, this is not what we are promoting.
No, I didn't do it intentionally, okay? It just happened that someone
But
I never attracted with someone from my circle.
Caroline and we witnessed this, especially in a church setting. It's just very sad to see in a church setting, or maybe if you're in a community or organization, somebody has to leave the organization after the breakup. I mean, we've known so many of our friends or friends of friends who, after they break up, they just cannot find their footing in church. And again, I want to respect them. the last thing that I want to judge them is like, oh, your focus is not on God. Your focus is not on Jesus. You know, your focus is supposed to be on God. Like, why you focus on that guy? No, a breakup is real.
Yeah.
It's painful. The nuance that take place within a friendship dynamic, those things are real. You know, how would you feel like, yeah, you go and worship God on Sunday morning or Friday evening, and then next thing you know, after that service, you see your ex-boyfriend with your close friends. And you want to hang out with them, but it's awkward, you know, you don't know what to do with it. It really ruins your day. You know
I
what I
think
mean?
we both kind of experience like both extreme, like not both extreme, both different scenario. Like we both in a circle of friends who they broke up, and then it seems like they actually kind of changed nature,
Yeah.
right? And then we also actually in the circle, another circle, where they broke up, but they really become friend and
Yeah.
bros. Like,
Yeah.
like it's just like. Yeah, it's just like different kind of scenario, and
So today the conversation really is to identify some of the toxic traits,
yeah,
and some of the healthy ones as well.
right,
Like I think right off the bat, if you know you are still healing and it is still hurtful, one of the mature ways to go about it is actually to tell your circle, like, hey, I just broke up with so and so.
yes,
I need time.
right.
I would really appreciate it if you don't mention his name for the time being.
Yeah, to be honest, like to have that open conversation, right? And not having a performative emotion display.
Babe, what's the big word, babe? Oh.
Oh, okay. Like you are actually not okay, but you're like, yeah, okay, I'm okay already, nothing already. Right.
That's what it means.
Yeah.
So what is the word again?
I forgot. Performative emotion display.
Performative emotion
So
display.
you're just
this is a
displaying-
performance. That means it's like, okay.
Just displaying that emotion just for performance, just to
Yeah.
show that you are okay, but you are actually not okay.
Yeah. Cat, I'm okay one. Cat, I'm okay one.
Yeah.
Go back home, then they're like, oh my god,
Yeah, I'm okay
it's
one.
so
I'm okay.
painful.
I'm okay. You can talk about that person. Sometimes I remember also some people in our circle like they broke up and then like, so are you okay? This person is coming along. Then okay. But we can see like in the group,
The
then
entire
this person
dinner.
the demeanor
Yeah.
change, just quiet. Because it's normal. It's normal actually to feel that way. It's not that it is bad or what.
Yes.
But I think healing, right, is going to be a little bit slightly easier if you're going through it with someone. So that's why we encourage to have that open conversation with your friends.
And of course, I
right?
think it goes both ways as well. I think friends should also be aware. Friends should also be, understanding throughout this process, but don't assume.
Yep.
I remember I made the mistake of assuming. Like, I assumed that they just broke up and they're not okay with each other. And when I ask people out, like for a party or a get together, and I didn't invite so and so because I assumed that he or she is not ready yet, right? Later on, I got that backlash, like, hey, dude, don't assume like we are not okay. Actually, I'm okay. In fact, I feel even more left out when you didn't invite me. So like,
and then because of that, it creates more drama.
yeah. So really, both parties have to communicate. The one who is affected, of course, you just experienced a breakup, to tell the group if you really need time off or if you're really okay.
Yeah.
And for friends also to ask,
Yeah.
like, are you guys okay if we do this get together and
Right.
hang out? You guys used to be in the Christian term, we use cell group, right? Hey, you're in the same cell group. Are you comfortable being in the same cell group? Would you like to change cell group? Like, I think these are good questions
Yeah.
to ask. And we should normalize this.
So be honest.
Yeah.
Right? But pray and hope that you have a good circle of friends.
Yeah.
Imagine if the circle of friends are toxic.
Oh, man.
Like, what are you gonna
Then
do
you should
about
leave
that?
everybody.
And then you start-
leave everybody. Just break
you
up with
start
everybody.
gossiping about one another. Like when you are not there, let's say we broke up.
Yeah.
Touch wood. Then you are there, and then you started to like talk bad about me, or when you are not there, then
That is
talk
another
bad about you.
toxic trait. Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
pray and hope that you have a good circle of friends
Yeah.
to go through it together.
Thanks for bringing it up, because that is the next point where to be healthy as a circle, like, we must at all costs avoid this whole gossiping thing.
Yeah.
The last thing you you want to fall into is this trap of like trying to be there
Yeah.
for your friend, but actually is gossiping.
Yeah.
You know, and you hear this person who just experienced a breakup talk, trash talk about their ex, da 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 da.
Yeah.
But you forgot that, hey, this person is my friend. And how do you maneuver that situation? Now again, it is complex. Nobody say it's going
It's
to
a
be
difficult
easy.
situation.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if I broke up with you and maybe I'm angry?
Why you keep imagining you break up with me, babe?
Oh yeah,
It's
sorry.
another example. Nah, just kidding. Okay.
So like if let's say I broke up with someone, right? Some situation we are feeling angry, then you are angry with that person, and then
yeah.
of course you want to run to your friend,
Yeah.
right? But this friend is also his friend
Yeah.
or her friend.
Yeah.
Then that's where the complication happen. Like
It feels like those divorced parents who are like, you either choose mommy or daddy, and I tell you, mommy is this kind of person, da 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 da. You are actually daddy, you are. You actually put that person, you put the kid through a lot of strain.
Yes.
I think similarly to friendships,
Yeah.
like you keep bashing the other friend. It comes to a point where you're like, hey, hello,
Yeah.
we were a circle of friends because of proximity,
Yeah.
or could be the frequency that we hang out,
Yeah.
or it could be that intensity of the friendship that we share.
Yeah.
The memories that we have, hiking together, traveling together. But yeah, of course, the sad reality is that now we won't get to experience this anymore. There is this big, heavy baggage of inside jokes. All those
Yeah.
meaningful things, babe.
Yeah.
Inside jokes, memories, things that you laugh together. You all maybe cry together as a crew, as a circle, and you don't get to do that anymore. I think
Yep.
it's so important to identify it. I think another point is also to identify that, hey, once you get better, do you still want to be in that circle of friends together with
Yeah.
him or her? Because the next complex thing is, now your ex-boyfriend has moved on.
Actually,
right?
don't you think we experienced something like that before?
Yes.
When the other person is already moved on, the other one still talking about the other person. Oh man, it's actually a very complicated situation, right?
I still find it like, okay, I mean, that would be an example of something unhealthy, right, babe? But I still find it very hard when there are people asking us, or when we know of circle of friends who, let's say the ex-boyfriend now has a new girlfriend and he is bringing that girl into that circle of friends. And the ex is there, the ex-girlfriend is there. I still don't know how to maneuver that. Like, I know it takes a lot of courage.
Yeah.
Shout out to some of you who are going through this.
And maturity.
And maturity.
Yeah.
This will require a lot of like what is that word? A lot of patience. To understand. Oh, a lot of understanding as well. Like how do you go through it, right? Like when you experience it, how is it like for you, babe? Like, what do you feel? Like when you see someone break up and then date someone else and they bring into the circle, like, hey, hi.
A bit awkward, right? I feel bad for the ex. I feel bad, but at the same time, they're both trying to move on,
Yeah.
right? It's just like when that happened, usually I try to be there for that person who feeling left out. I mean, it's just my
that's your
nature.
personality as well,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. But again, the focus is not to take sides.
Yes, that's the thing. That's the hard part. Like,
Right.
But I also want to show them at the same time that I'm not taking sides, but I want to be there for you. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why I said it's very complex situation.
Yeah.
It's just like,
But we don't have to make it complicated.
yeah,
And we don't have to make it complicated by, not talking about it.
Yes.
I find that many times when this friendship group get into a complicated mode is when no one is talking about it.
yeah,
And here's the thing, you may assume the best even.
Yeah.
Even assume the best, like, oh yeah, we better not hang out later, this person might feel this way, or she might, or he might feel this way, so we better, be aware of their emotions
Yeah.
and everything. But the problem is you didn't communicate, you didn't ask them.
right. I think communication is actually the cure of a lot of relationship issues. Don't you think? And honesty. right?
Yeah.
And the communication skills itself and how you deliver
When you
the
say
honesty.
honesty in what
Like I
sense, babe?
say, like if I'm actually feeling not okay,
All
I should
right,
say that
right.
I'm not okay. And then how you deliver it in a way that you are not trying to buy pity from your friends,
Oh, that's the
but
worst.
you actually
Ouch.
wants to move on.
Yeah.
You are actually asking their help. You actually needs help. So I
Mm-hmm.
think communication and honesty is actually the key in this. But I also, when I think about this, there's another thing that could help. Is like you should know where your self-worth lies.
Yeah.
Like being in a group actually plays a lot of good part in your life. Like you have a sense of belonging.
Yes, yes, for sure.
You have that sense of that you are accepted.
Yeah.
You are
So can you
loved as
imagine
you
if that
are.
is taken away?
Yeah, then that is taken away. Then you break up. With
Yeah.
and the person is also in the circle.
Mm-hmm.
Then I know it's going to be tough, but I think it can help if you try to find your self-worth outside the circle. I'm not asking you to get out of the circle, but to know that your self-worth is not in that circle.
Yeah.
That their acceptance
that's so good,
don't
babe.
define who you are. Like, okay, I give you an example for a church. Setting cell group. Let's say you're in the same cell group, but then you have you broke up with your boyfriend or girlfriend in the same cell group. Maybe then you felt left out, right?
Yeah.
I've definitely you feel left
Definitely,
out. Then
yeah.
your friends started to like when they're talking to this to your ex, then they wouldn't talk to you.
Yeah.
So now maybe time for you to.
By the way, right, it could be even good things, but because the visual,
Yeah.
you are seeing like, yeah, why are you talking there? Like, are they
Right.
talking about me? You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
So it's time for you to evaluate, like, where is my self-worth from? Is it
Yeah.
from this group or actually from God?
Mm.
Your self-identity is from God. No matter what situation happened to you, where you are, who's talking to you, who's not talking to you,
Yeah.
who is in your life, who is not in your life, you are still loved
Yeah,
by
yeah,
God.
yeah, so good.
Right? If we are outside a church context, let's say you are a group, a gang, right? Maybe you also need to evaluate your self-worth. You
So
see?
true, yeah.
Maybe that, you are still acing in school.
Yeah.
Like or you are still like a very good communicator out there.
Yeah.
You're still a very good, I don't know, basketball player. Right. So I think it will help.
Yeah.
Somehow.
And I think it's okay to find a new group of friends.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's really fine.
You don't have to always like, for the sake of everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
And then
have
you
to
are hurting yourself.
Yeah. I mean, like, I'm not asking for you to move on, you must leave this group. No, I think it's case to case basis,
Yes.
right? But for some cases, you have to look out for certain indicators that, hey, it is getting toxic.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm not going anywhere.
And that's where we don't want to hate to.
Yeah, and hey, I'm not moving on. I'm not healing. I keep not looking forward for the future and the new opportunities. I keep staying here. Maybe it's time. For you to find out, maybe figure out. Maybe there's a new circle, a healthy circle that can actually help you to move forward.
Yeah, yeah. The other thing where I'm still learning, babe. We are still learning as pastors of a community, and maybe for some of you, you are a leader of your organization or a community. This is something that I'm still learning. How do we create a space in church where even though people break up, they can still feel belong in that space? It's a lot of work.
Yes.
A lot of work to, encourage, to teach.
But we have a few.
Yeah, we have a few. People laugh at people, babe. Oh my gosh.
We have a few, and
Yeah.
it seems like they are bros now.
Yeah, they seem like they are bros now.
Not just one person. So actually, how we did it? Actually, it's not just us. Actually, it's the community, right?
Again,
the friends.
I dare not say that we have perfected
Yeah.
a step or a process that if you do this, you will get there.
But we have honest conversation. We have open
But
conversation.
that's the thing
if
that
you
works for
remember
us
that.
now.
Yeah.
That's the thing that works for us now, which is honest conversations.
Yeah.
Like we pull the couple aside and
Yeah.
we're like, hey, we know that you just broke up.
Yeah.
We recognize it. I know you're going through things. Here are some of the things that you have to be mindful for. And I have told a few of them where like, I would still love to have you in this community.
Yeah.
And if we are going to be in this community together, there's going to be a lot of hard work.
Yeah.
Like I present the reality to them, like this is going to be the case because it's going to be awkward.
Yeah.
There are going to be times where friends might have inside jokes.
Yeah.
There might be there might be that one idiot friend who is going to be like, you guys used to date before, that kind of thing. And then it's like,
Why does it sound like you? You do that all the
yes,
time.
I am that idiot friend.
But only when they are already healing, right?
Yes,
Right.
of course, of course.
I never see you do that. when
by,
it's
by
just-
the way, when I was younger, oh man, I'm such a terrible friend. I used to do that a lot,
Oh my goodness.
I used to like, hey, what are you guys doing here? Awkward, right? And they were like, Daniel, shut up, that sort of thing.
Guys, he still do that, right?
I'm better now. My approach now is more of like testing the water again after now, like maybe a couple of months later, and I'll be like, hey, still awkward or not? In a
Yeah.
group kind of setting, and they'll be like, no lah, okay lah, pastor, we're doing better now, that kind of thing, But yeah, I think what works for us now is really that
Communication.
honest, brutal conversation.
Right.
Hey, you just broke up.
Yeah.
It's going to be awkward, yeah?
I remember we had conversation with both of them, and we had conversation individually with
Yeah.
them. I remember that. So there's a lot of hard work, right?
A lot of hard work.
Right,
I
but
think
it's
for a
worth it.
community-
It's worth it. It
Yeah.
seems like they're also a better friends now.
My dream is that we will have a community, a church, where even if people break up, they still remain in a community.
Okay.
And again, if they have to leave, when we identify it, it's maybe because they are moving away, or because they can't handle the pain. It's too much for them. Then yeah, but other than that, I would really love to have those honest conversations.
Yeah.
And to create a healthy environment. Now, healthy does not mean, giving you candies all the time. Healthy means that confront
Yep.
some of the thought processes. I think one of the things that we confront a lot is those like, hey, are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay. No, you're not okay. No, I'm really okay, man. No, you're not okay. Are you sure you're okay? No, actually, I'm not really that okay. Those kind of moments. I mean, we laugh about it now, but I really hope that we will be able to create and progress as a community where, hey, if you break up, it's okay. It's part and parcel of the process of life. And you don't have to just ditch this community and not come back again and forget all of us, because we know of some people, back in, let's say, for example, KL, who after the breakup, they say that there's just too many memories, which is very real, which is very, very real. But I hope that they had honest conversations, more open and honest conversations individually with the leaders and together to really process it. Like, I feel like we do a lot of good work bringing couples together. But I think equally important, especially for those who are breaking up, we should also have that hard work of helping them in that process.
Yeah.
The pain of breaking up and everything and leaving, and I think it's also good to check in, like, maybe after a year later, and then maybe either one of them start dating and then one is still single. I think it's good to ask, like, again, in a private setting, like, are you okay? This person, oh yeah, okay. I'm sure that person will be very grateful.
Yeah.
And so again, I know this is coming from a perspective and standpoint of a leader in a community, but as friends, I think if we do that as well, we would really, really, really save the friendship
Yep.
group. And I think everyone would also be happier, growing maturely.
Yeah.
But again, growing maturely is not not you remaining in a group. Growing maturely can also mean you leaving the group. You know what I mean? Like, that it's time.
Yeah.
And then that you need time away, or you know that
Yes.
maybe just the memory or the experience is too heavy. Yeah, I think that is also maturity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Assessing where we are at that healing process, and finding out, like, be honest with what we can handle and what we cannot handle.
Yeah.
Be honest with our feeling will really help you with your healing, and also help your friends to navigate your breakup with your friends in the same circle. Right? So there's a healthier way for us to that we can choose to when going through these issues. Yeah.
I don't know if we ever have an opportunity to interview like couples who just break up or couples who break up and are in the same community, and maybe they are dating other people already, and how do they still manage?
Maybe we should.
Yeah, we should get that right. So if you are going through this,
Yeah.
and we just want you to know you're not alone. There's someone, people like us, thinking about your situation, praying for you. You don't have to battle this by yourself. So DM us, email us if you got any questions, and we will see you for the next episode.
See you.